For me, vigilant means to be aware, to be alert of your surroundings. All right, vigilant of yourself. All right, meaning that I can't. If somebody's talking war stories, right, I can't be around that. I gotta be vigilant because it's easy for me to slip back into what? Being negative. So I'm vigilant, right? Okay. If I go home to see my family members and somebody's still smoking weed, they still got an active addict still in my family and in my home, I gotta be vigilant, meaning that I can't stay. I gotta speak, hug, embrace, come when I need to get, and leave. I'm vigilant. You know what I'm saying? If you got an attitude problem and your text got an attitude problem, and you can see yourself, y'all gonna what? Lock heads, right? Like little rams be in the mountains, right? Bumping heads like that. Somebody gotta be quiet. Everybody understand that? Vigilant. If you're dealing with somebody, your roommate might be have intrusive, she's intrusive. She like to touch things. She don't mean no harm, but that's just who she is. That's her nature. But you gotta be vigilant, you gotta be aware and set boundaries. That listen, this is my cigarettes, this is my perfume, this is my underwear, this is my such etc. This is my t-shirts, this is my sweatshirts. You cannot touch. You got to be vigilant. All right. We already had 2 murders already in the new year. Wow. 17th and Cecil B. Moore. Y'all hear about that? Hey, a couple people got shot, 2 people died. 17th, we got 2 murders already for the new year. We last year we had 560 murders. So I'm real vigilant of people in my house. Watching my attitude and my behaviors, because people are killing for less. Everybody hear that? Yeah. So we got to be vigilant. And that takes me to what? Mindsets. All right? We're going to talk about thinking errors this morning. All right? Anybody got a problem with anybody got stinking thinking? Anybody? All right. Let's get into it. Y'all ready? All right. Number 1. Here we go. Assuming. Yeah. Let me read the paragraph before that. It says this. Whenever an upsetting event occurs, automatic thoughts run through our minds. Although we're each capable of thinking reasonably about upsetting events, sometimes our automatic thoughts are distorted. Anybody? Or unreasonably negative. Distorted ATs occur so rapidly that we hardly notice them, let alone stop to question them. Yet these ATs profoundly affect our moods and our sense of worth. In this section, you'll learn to catch these distortions, challenge your logic, and replace them with thoughts that more closely align with reality instead of thoughts that depress. Number 1, assuming. Come on.
I don't think you pressed record.
Huh?
I don't think you pressed record.
See? Oh, it's taping. Yeah.
He's smiling in the camera. Ew.
It's all right.
Okay, my interruption.
It's okay.
It's okay. I'm in the camera.
But I do always assume
I do not.
that I assume the worst. I really got really bad cognitive distortions. Like, I really have to work on that. I assume that my mom knows that I can't be around certain siblings, or I can't hear about them because it triggers me. And she might go, we might get in the car, and she might go, say, hey, I gotta stop at Janae's house. And I can't be around Janae, but I'm stuck in a car with my mom. But I'm assuming she knows not to go there, but I don't tell her. But she sees how uncomfortable I am.
Good example. Good example. How much time you have clean?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Let's give it to her. All right. All right. Anybody else? Assuming. That's a thinking error. In these circumstances, we assume the worst without testing the evidence. Come on.
I always assume the worst. Like, I'm assuming somebody's talking about me when they're really not.
Everybody hit it in the back? She assumed people are talking about her, but they really not. Come on.
Because they look at me, or, you know what I mean? They're looking my way. So, like, it makes me think, like, you know what I'm saying? And assuming that, like, my family don't want to be around me, or they don't love me or care about me, but they really do. It's just because of my drug addiction. They got to give me that tough love.
Okay, very good. How much time you have, Clean?
Since the 8th of December.
All right. Come on, put them up.
there much of a difference between assuming and expectations?
She said assuming and expectations. She says that what? It's like, is it in comparison?
Yeah.
That's a good one right there. That's a good answer. Anybody got an answer for that one?
Expectations.
Expectation and assuming.
Yeah, you have expectations on something. Like your mom said, she's coming to see you for Christmas. You expect her to be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the expectation you have.
Yeah.
Assuming
That she's
You-
going to be there.
you're thinking that you're assuming she's going to come, but you really don't know if she's going to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Like my
I
ex-wife.
put my expectations on it.
There you go. I assume because I'm home and she's home. I'm at work and she's at home. She should be cooking something.
Yeah.
When I got there, she wasn't. So assuming the expectation
There
was
you
like
go.
basically the same thing. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay.
I do that a lot.
Then there's an argument. You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta have
No,
acceptance.
then I get my feelings hurt.
Okay. You getting better with that? What you assume though, and what you expect?
A lot of things.
Like what?
Just it could be different things. Different.
Hey,
it
say with your
it depends on
family.
who the person is. It depends on the situation.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Can you raise your acceptance and lower your expectations than you're assuming? Meaning if it don't happen, you're going to be okay. They're not going to steal your joy. They're not going to steal your
At
peace.
first, I'm upset, but I wind up being okay with it.
Okay.
I cannot do that.
You
You
know
cannot do that? Why?
Just my thinking won't allow me to.
That's something you can work on in the new year. I'm glad you brought that up.
Who, me?
Stop saying you can't. Say you're going to try to get better with it. See, the more we say we can't, guess what? We're right. And we won't even what? Put no energy into what? To change.
Like I had a situation this morning.
You proud of me?
Yeah.
Come on.
I had a situation this morning, and a friend of mine, which I can call a good friend. She calmed me down. She talked me out. You know.
Uh-huh.
She just, you know, I went right to her. And she was there for me. Like she just calmed me down. You know, which you know I can only say I have a couple friends in here. And she, you know, she's cool.
That's good.
Love her to death.
Love you, bro.
That's a.
Love you.
How much time you have clean now?
I've been clean since September.
All right. God bless. That reminded me of like when we used to do groups upstairs before COVID came. Some women did not like women. They assumed that the woman they assumed that they were just another woman that would act just like all women. And just like you just said, some women found out that they started to love women because they started to what? Love themselves. So they had a bad thinking error when it came to what? Dealing with other women. Because a man cannot help you like a woman can help you. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm trying to sex you, I can't help you.
Right.
All right, I will tell you just what you want to hear until I get the cookies. Come on. Come on, sis.
Like me, people assume that I'm a bitch. They say I got a resting bitch face. But, you know what I mean? No, but like, I'm one of the nicest people here. Like,
She is.
I'll give you the shirt off my back. You know what I mean? Like, they assuming that I'm a bitch.
Right. Exactly. Who remember the movie Lean on Me?
Me.
Remember Lean on Me? I like when Joe Clark came in and said, get rid of all the cages, because if you keep cages in here, they will keep acting like what? Animals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Joe Clark, he loved the kids, but he had to get hard with the kids to separate the kids that wanted to learn to the kids who didn't give a damn.
Oh, yeah.
And he got rid of the kids that had been there like 5 or 6 years in a high school, right? Then he locked the doors because he assumed, which he was right, that they were bringing drugs through the doors. He had to lock the doors up, and that was the way they got him, and locked them up. But the love he gave the kids, but when they locked Joe Clark up, who came for him? The kids. Anybody hear that? Because that's when you give out love, love come back. And it might be the person that you don't expect.
Yes.
Or you assume, right? The person who's supposed to love you really don't show love. Everybody hear that?
Right.
I assume mine supposed to be there, but mine wasn't there. Drugs was more important. She loved me, but she had to get her fix. Then she get back to me, right? And none of us, and for those of us who never walked in a dope fiend's shoes, we don't know how dope fiends get down.
Yep.
And we hold resentments of why you wasn't here, and why you treated me this way, and why this person came in here. If you wasn't here, that person would never touch me.
You got that right.
You follow what I'm saying? But I like what she was talking about. She said it's hard for her to start working on what? To stop us, to have that acceptance higher than her what? Expectation and assuming. Because if she don't, you will always be what? Frustrated. Everybody hear that? And it could be a reason to go get high. The devil is a liar. How about number 2? Shoulds. Shoulds. How's that a thinking there? Anybody do shoulds?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. What you say? Shoulda, coulda, woulda?
Yeah. Oh, what? That was my forte.
You do a lot of that?
Sure do. Still do it.
Still do? Do you try to catch yourself by saying should? Do it make you angry? Like I shouldn't be here. I should be with my kids.
Yes.
I shouldn't be a slave to that bag that can't think, can't walk, can't see, no blood, no arm, no arteries. I'm a bum, I'm a junkie. I should be washing up. You get mad like that?
Not no more. But
Very good. Very good. Because what's behind us is behind us, right?
right.
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 The enemy wants to stay focused on what? The past. And when you live in the past, you start talking about what? Shoulds.
Yes.
And we stay
You're
angry and
absolutely
frustrated.
right.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what's done is done. Let's move forward in the present.
Cut it. Cut that tie completely off.
Very good. How much time you got clean?
I've been clean since August.
All right, give it time. Time.
Thank you guys.
Come on, saw your hand. Come on.
The whole time I'm here, I'm thinking, you know, I should go home
Uh-huh.
to my daughter and not go to a recovery house
Mm-hmm.
because she needs me and she just needs me. And the household she living in is chaotic. Everybody's packed in. This my 2-bedroom house, and my dad drinks, and my sister has a bad attitude and stuff, and everybody's arguing. So I need to come home to get her out of that environment. I should go home.
Uh-huh.
I should go home.
I got you.
But if I go home, then I'm in that environment too.
Right.
So I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Catch 22.
Yep.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
How about, look, check this out. Mercy Hospice has a good program. A Mommy Me program. Mercy Hospice, right?
Yep. Liberté.
Liberté for Kids. Mercy Hospice. Out Westchester, they got something called the Kindred House.
What is that?
They got men here, women here, and they got women with children over here. We should do groups out there too.
Oh.
All right, and they got a lot of Mommy Me programs. So what you do this week is, right, don't be assuming and start making phone calls.
Okay.
Start making phone calls. Keep stay in prayer. Keep praying for your pops, your sister, and the environment, and of course your daughter. All right, for the peace, that she's in safe hands in spite of the environment, right? And you start making your phone calls on these Mommy Me programs. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mercy Hospice, Liberté, Westchester Kindred House, and I think they got some more programs too for moms, and the kid. Norristown got one on DeKalb Pipe, I believe, for women and children to do groups out there. I think it's RHD. So what I do is I do some research too. You call me, what up this week right here, and I can find out some information for you.
Okay.
All right.
4 o'clock tomorrow.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Okay. All right. Joy always come in the morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that, Queen. That's good. That's good. But keep praying for them. All right.
I do. Yeah, I will.
Very good. Shoulds. Anybody got shoulds in the back? Happy New Year, y'all. For y'all coming back here.
Yep.
All right. Okay. How y'all doing? Everybody good back there?
Should.
Hello. Y'all okay back there?
That's what I gotta do.
All right. Let's get on fire. Number 1 was assuming. Number 2 is shoulds. Number 3 is fairy tale fantasizing. Anybody fantasize?
Oh, yeah.
That's a thinking nerd. Fantasizing. Fairy tale fantasy means demanding the ideal from life. This is really a special type of should.
Oh, wow.
That's not fair. Or why did they have to happen? Why did it have to happen? Often means the world shouldn't be the way it is. In reality, bad or unfair things happen to good people. Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Sometimes randomly, sometimes because of the unreasonableness of others, and sometimes because of our own imperfections. To expect that the world be different is to invite disappointment. Everybody hear that?
Yes.
All right. All this killing, right? I wish that Philly could be a better place without all this talk about brotherly love. I don't see the brotherly love, right? But it is though. It's love inside of the madness. All right? How you see it is how you treat it. To expect that others treat us fairly when they often have their own ideas about what is fair is also to invite disappointment. Again, a would or a could is a wise substitute for a should. It would be nice if things were ideal, but they're not. Too bad. Now I wonder what I could do to improve things. Fairy tale fantasies. Fairy tale fantasies. Anybody want to take a swing at that one right there? Fairy tale fantasies. You try to be the architect of what? Your reality.
Oh boy.
And try to make things the way you think it should be. You create your mom over. You create your pop over. We create our kids over. We create the neighborhoods. We create staff. We create ourselves. But that's fantasy. But reality, it ain't what we want it to be. Everybody hear that? Fantasy Island. Anybody go to Fantasy Island?
Oh, I've been there. It's beautiful.
You want to speak on that?
Yeah, I live in my head.
I remember that show actually.
Yeah.
I have a
The
house
plane.
there and all.
Come on.
Yeah, I live in my head all day.
You live in your head all day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I wanna, like get out of here. You know, I wanna, I said this last week. I wanna get married and have kids and live in a house and
You should. You
have sex
deserve
with my
it.
boyfriend and.
Go ahead, Jack. Get it all.
Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead,
You
Jack.
know, that's what I wanna. That's what I wanna do.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, girl.
Right. But that's realistic realistic
Yeah.
expectations. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Right.
That's
I don't think
not-
nothing really harmful for that. You're not going way out. Like I want to be a millionaire.
No.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You could be a millionaire too, but we never know how God's going to set it up.
Yeah.
But like to have those things,
Yeah.
you find what I'm saying? It's a good, healthy expectation. You find what I'm saying? Okay. I'm gonna see her now. Come back to you. Come on.
Yeah, it's like she said, got the marriage and everything. I even married the man with the last name Ferry.
You heard what she said?
Yeah.
I didn't think I heard right.
She married a guy. His last name was Ferry.
Like a real fairy.
Ferry.
Oh, Miss Marie, nuh-uh.
That's why her last name is Mary.
No, Lord.
And how long that last, Miss Marie?
We still married 33 years.
Oh,
Oh, congratulations.
you look past the fairy.
Real life fairy tale.
Yeah, we still married now.
You must laugh every time you sign something.
How much time you got clean now?
Oh, I've been clean since 20-something November.
Hey, all right. God bless you. I'm minus some change. Come on, sis.
I don't know if this is a fairy tale thinking, but I wonder, like, I think sometimes and I wonder and I want and I expect my boyfriend to stop selling drugs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and get a job.
Mm-hmm.
He's never had a job. He would be so mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And
30 years. See? He made it. Come on, I'm sorry. Come on. Stop hustling. Get a job.
Stop hustling, get a job, and all within 3 months. What happened?
Within 3 months, what?
Within 3 to 6 months, I knew him to get like
Man, you missed a legend.
start technical school or something. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's fairy tale thinking or not because like I'm saying, he never had a job.
He never had a job. How old is he?
He's 25.
25. He's young. Sometimes, no, I don't think so. It's like we wish for people to get better. You know what I'm saying? And everybody can change. It becomes a problem when we try to change them because that's not our job. That's God's job. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some people won't change until they have traumatic experiences for them to change. Like prison might change some people. Getting shot might change somebody. Getting stabbed might change somebody. Losing their mind might change somebody. The threat of being killed might change somebody. So we never know. Then some people don't change when they have those experiences. They're going to die that way.
Right. Yeah, like his dad stole all of his drugs. And it was $1,000. he ain't had the money for the drug dealer, and the guy, he put a gun to his head and was like, I don't care about your fucking dad being an addict. You need to come up with my fucking money. And you got to the end of this week to come up with my fucking money. And he alive, so somehow he did it, but you know, he went back, you know, the judge.
You got kids by him?
No.
Okay. All right. Do he love you?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know he's doing that.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, just keep, you gotta, once again, you gotta pray. That's the only thing that we got that we can do is pray for the individual. That's all we can do. Give him resources, give him help. If he need job information, if he want to start looking for a job, have you ever say, you want to, I know somebody who's hiring $18 an hour. I know somebody, he been locked up.
Yes.
I know somebody who hire ex-offenders. You think that might grab his attention?
Yes, it would.
Okay, all right. So when we get out of here, I got some stuff for you for him,
Okay.
for some jobs. Okay.
Great. Okay.
All right, and hopefully I can change his mind and get him into one of those programs. I think they get the OSHA license, forklift license, warehouse, all of that.
That's good, man.
OSHA, right? You feel what I'm saying? That's a
You
lot.
gotta write that down.
I got you. I got you.
All your groups this?
Huh?
Do you tell all your groups this?
About what?
Because my significant other is here.
Oh, he is?
Do you tell all your groups this?
Yeah, sometimes it's like every group is different, meaning that she might raise her hand.
I mean about the work.
Yeah, by work, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do that.
All
All right. So, what unit he on?
5.
He on 5? Okay, all right. He looking for work too?
Yeah.
All right, I got him. Okay, we got him. All right.
Wow.
So good information for
That
him.
is
Okay.
awesome,
All
Derek.
right. You see what I'm saying? So now you and your child in a Mommy Me program, right? And your boyfriend. What's up, Rob? Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
All right. And your man working. See how God works? And you see how it works when we open up our mouths? Everybody hear that? Some people would never open up like you did.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Keep talking. You'd be surprised where your help come from. All right? She was rolling the dice and she got.
Yo, listen, let me ask a question. Hold up. Let me
just
get
playing.
here. First of all, Happy New Year.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Second, why are you always on the way?
On the way.
Always.
Always.
I travel long distances.
I told him you come from North
Is it
Philly.
because of the cologne? Is it?
She talking about you getting beautified before you get here. Handsomeified, that's all.
Oh, okay. The makeup sometimes take a little long.
Is that what that?
Tell them perfection has to be reached.
Yeah.
All right, don't let him take us off point. All right, he here.
I'm only kidding now.
Okay.
I'm only kidding now.
All right. We
All
Glad y'all
jokes
had a
aside.
good New Year's. You had a good New Year's? Y'all
All
brought it
jokes
in safe.
aside, Happy
Y'all
New
brought it in
Year.
safe.
All jokes aside, Happy New Year.
They said they had for Christmas they had lima beans, rice, and a chicken leg.
Stop
Yeah, that's
lying.
what they gave us for Christmas dinner.
That's that good luck stuff.
That was like, oh my God.
Hey, right, we talking about thinking errors. We talked about assuming. They spoke well on that. Shoulds spoke well on that. Fairy tale. Just spoke on that.
Yes, we did.
All or nothing. You want to speak on any of those, Rob, before we move on? All or nothing. That's what we get right now.
That's that black or white thinking. You know what I mean? Life is more so gray than black and white.
Right.
And then that, a lot of times these other mindsets affect other stuff too. So if you think that, I'm not gonna be 100%, so I might as well not put no energy in it. That's not good. Even in recovery, you ever hear some people be like, oh man, I'm not I wasn't using, but I was still lying high and stealing and cheating. My recovery ain't mean nothing. No, stop this. Just stop the using. Is the best avenue you got against the disease of addiction. Now you can work on the other stuff. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to fall off the horse. You got to get back on. Start the new year.
Everybody hear that? All or nothing. All right, here we go right here. All or nothing. With all or nothing thinking, we hold ourselves to the impossible standard of perfection. Anybody perfectionists? Any perfectionists in here? Do that drive you crazy when things don't go perfect?
Yes.
All right, okay. When you fall short of this standard, you conclude that you are a total failure. Anybody feel like that? When we relapse, do you feel like a failure? Who beat themselves up so bad that it was hard for you to get up? Okay. All or nothing. Who in here know about the gray area? We always say this. The caterpillar, that was us that coming into Kirkbride. The cocoon is in Kirkbride. The butterfly when we leave Kirkbride. Everybody catch that? The caterpillar brought us here. The cocoon, which metamorphic, change us while we in here. Butterflies when we what? Leave here. The middle area is what? The cocoon.
The cocoon.
That's the breaking part. That's the part that some people what? They ignore. Like family members. Are you a junkie? But they don't see you working. They don't see you struggling. They don't see you reading. They don't see you going to meetings. They can care less. They just see what we used to show them. They don't see the what? The gray areas. Meaning that's how get better. That's the breaking part process. That's the metamorphosis until we come into them beautiful butterflies. All or nothing. I'm either this or I'm over that. Either this. There's no in between. And that's another setup for what?
Failure.
For failure. All or nothing.
Because guess what? A lot of people need this program, but this is for a program that people who want it. You gotta want to have a better life. You know, sometimes you gotta let some people go. You know what I mean? You gotta let some people go and let them get their own bumps. You ever hear that before? Oh, I got to bump my own head. I got to make my own mistakes. Well, if you're a person who don't like to take good advice, that's a problem. Because now you can't step outside yourself and take a look at your behavior. You're just going this way, this way, this way. And that's another thing. They got something called tunnel vision. You know what I mean? You got to be able to sit back out, something called 360 review. It's in business. You sit back and you look at how your business is going, where you've been, the progress and all that kind of stuff. And you have to really self-analyze yourself so you can move forward. Like I was telling me a couple of days ago, you can be moving your feet but still be in the same place. Okay? So you want to really be self-critical, especially the beginning of the year. Because as a man thinketh, so a man is. So nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
So we won't have a new mind in the new year.
Not
You understand that?
Not the old body. The old vessel got to go.
We got 2 murders already.
Oh.
17th and Cecil B. Moore. Shootout over there. 2 kids dead. Over there by Temple University. All right. How about overgeneralizing? Overgeneralizing is deciding that negative experiences describe our lives completely. For example, I always ruin everything. I always get rejected in love. No one likes me. Everybody hates me. I never do well at math. Such global statements are unkind, depressing, and usually inaccurate to some degree. The antidote is to use more precise language. Some of my skills are not yet well developed. Everybody hear that? Right. Remember I was telling you? Right. Okay. I'm not as tactful in some social situations as I like. Sometimes people don't approve of me. Sometimes some people do. Although some aspects of my life haven't gone well, that doesn't mean I'll never do reasonably well. Be a healthy optimistic. Expect to find small ways to improve situations and notice what's going well. Overgeneralizing. All men are what?
Dogs.
Once an addict is always a what?
And
That's overgeneralizing.
And when you look at that, all men are dogs, right? How many people really feel like that now? Who feels like that now?
Yeah,
Now, what would a guy say if all women are whores?
they do.
No, but I'm just saying that's a sweeping statement.
It is.
You can't make a sweeping statement. Why? Because your conscious mind and your subconscious mind is at odds. Your conscious mind is what you're doing, activity. Your subconscious mind is what drives you. So if you start thinking like that, when a good person comes into your life, you won't recognize them. Matter of fact, you'll push them away. And you'll get what you expect out of people. So when a woman say, I don't want a dog, I don't want to guess where all the energy is going? It's going to dogs. So attention flows where energy goes. If you focus on it, this is what's going to come into your life. You keep saying, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that, but that's what you're bringing in your life.
Yeah.
So you have to be healthily optimistic. Identify red light flags. Red flags. Don't overlook the red flags. You know what I mean? Every time you with the guy, he looking at a girl. You know, that says something. That might be natural to do, but we have boundaries and we're supposed to show whoever we with respect, right? You doing that, you're disrespecting somebody. So you causing harm. So people don't see that. They think that, oh, it's natural yes, it is natural, but we have to develop self-control if we want to be a meaningful person.
Do you think bachelor parties is a setup for infidelity?
Set up for disaster.
I do.
But
I do, it
hold
goes.
that against
Yeah,
them,
but I ain't going for no more perfection.
It work both ways. because it plants seeds.
Yup.
It plants seeds.
Sen-
And if you a person who like deal with the physical and not the spiritual, meaning that the body is what drives you, get you going, right? And your person that you marry might not have what? The booty or the muscles, etc., etc., etc. And like he said, subconsciously, that person is what? Back in the subconscious. So if an argument breaks out, a disagreement breaks out, you need some space, then we will bring that person from the subconscious into the what? Conscious, and now it can be what?
Done.
Yeah. That's not how I look at it today. Back in the day when I was young, I thought, yay, come on, bring them in here.
It shouldn't be
Bring
an
on the
issue if
hose.
you trust your partner.
But okay, I understand that. But I'm like, for me, it's other things we can do than have naked women dancing around me, and I'm about to get married.
Just believe they be having naked
How does
dudes.
that even
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about for me.
King
Listen, I don't want to.
Dingaling, they be having King Dingaling in that joint. Like, I'm gonna read the Bible while my wife is out there at her bachelorette party. It's like toga. And you be sitting there reading the Bible like the dog shall not. Okay,
But look, but like she was saying, go both ways. But
they
listen,
get down too. You know that.
but all I'm saying is like this: if that's what we agree on, listen, no bachelor parties, then we have to find something else.
Yeah.
You find what I'm saying? We will talk about that. So whatever you and your girls do, let them know no men showing up. Whatever me and my homeboys do, no women showing up.
Yeah, that's trust.
Everybody hear that?
But how did that even start?
I don't know.
It's a way to get these. It's a way
Get out
to
your system.
stress certain things. Get things out your system. They
Yeah.
think. You know what I mean? Some people take it too far.
Right.
You know what I mean? All that. It's just a good. It's here because as you get married, a lot of your friends, you're not going to be able to hang and socialize with a lot of your friends
Yeah,
as much.
Yeah.
So you want to have a good bon voyage. Okay, guys, and this and that. I can understand that.
yeah.
You know, I'm not saying having sex with the women. I'm not saying having sex with them. But you got to blow off the stuff because if you try to be all or nothing, that you trying to be a perfect person, you're gonna break under that. Because nobody is perfect. You know, and if you think you perfect, you in another state of delusion.
But look. I say this against that, what he just said. Not meaning that I'm perfect. It just means I know me. She read it. What would you read this morning? Talk about what?
Vigilance.
About being vigilant. All right. If I know that I have proclivities of cheating, I'm a cheater, and I want to stop cheating
But when you cheat, who you cheating on?
myself.
That's right. That's
But I'm hurting others because to go back to tunnel vision. If I'm cheating and I'm sneaking, I get away with it. I think I win, but actuality, evil always progress and get more dangerous
Yes,
and more
it does.
deadly. I seen a lot of triangle witchcraft. So I understand what he's talking about being perfectionist. So get it out your system. But sometimes maybe you're trying to get it out in one day and maybe it's still in you.
Okay.
Maybe you got more days and more weeks to get it out of you.
You shouldn't
So maybe
be-
you're not ready to get married.
You shouldn't get married then.
There you go.
Stay single.
There you go. Very good. To thyself be what? True. There you
Because
go.
if you're not ready to be married, you ain't gonna do nothing but hurt yourself and other people.
Yes. Overgeneralizing. All right. Overgeneralizing. How about labeling? Labeling.
Putting people in a box.
Have you give yourself a label or a name as though a single word describes a person completely? For example,
I'm a chronic relapser.
good one. I'm such a